Hello everyone. In this session, we are looking at a vital tool called Autofill in Excel. It provides automatic ways of capturing data in form of series, hence making data entry faster. And with that bit of automation, it plays a very instrumental role in minimizing data entry errors. I imagine a situation where you have thousands and thousands of records and you are supposed to provide ready datasets on deadline. In such a situation where every minute counts, Autofill can save you a lot of time. Now that we have briefly known its major roles, let us look at how it works. I have come up with a simple Excel template here, which I'm going to use for illustrations. We have examples on text series, number series, date series, mix series. Then I'll also show you how to use the fill option here in the editing group. Then I'll show you an example of how you can capture 100,000 records just in a few clicks. We have two ways of how we can use autofill. The first way is using the fill handle here on the cell. This is the fill handle. Then the second way is using the fill option here in the editing group. So let me first use the fill handle. If you want to type months in this column here, you don't need to type from January up to December. Just type the first month, put a pointer here, the handle here, fill handle. And when you are here, you can either left click and drag or right click and drag. I'm going to show you all those options. So let me first left click and drag. When you reach where you want to stop, you release the button. It gives you the autofill options icon here at the bottom with this arrow, and it gives you more options which you can use. We are going to look at all these options. That's one way. Then the second way is right clicking. Right click, then drag. Again, when you reach where I want to stop, release the button. Now, instead of giving you the autofill options icon down, it gives you the list of options. And from the list of options, you can choose what you want. For instance, if I want to fill the month, I choose fill series. Automatically you get the month inserted. So alternatively, you can, for instance, if I want to copy this column with only January, again, I can right click, drag, reach the end, release, then choose copy cells. And if you want again to go back, come, right click, release the button, then choose fill series. I'm going to show you how to use the fill formatting, fill without formatting from here. So let's first fill the series, get the month filled. If you want again to fill in short format, again you can left click, let me now left click, drag, and release. Automatically you get the months in short form. Then here, these are weekdays. You can also drag, let me left click, drag down, and release. Now here you notice that left clicking again has given me the autofill options icon. And here it is giving me Monday up to Sunday. Monday up to Sunday, it continues in that pattern. But if I don't want weekends, I come here, click the arrow, then from the options here, I choose only fill weekdays. If I choose fill weekdays, you will notice that Saturday and Sunday will be missing on my list. So let me choose fill weekdays. Now when you come here and cross check, you see that Saturday and Sunday are missing. So these are different options which you can choose to make your fill. We are going to look at all of them as we look at different examples. So now here, let me fill this. I can right click now in the short format, right click, I drag down, then release. When you release, come and choose what you want to fill. Can now choose fill weekdays. You get the days filled. Now let us look at how we can use the options of formatting and without formatting. So for instance here, I can decide to fill series in this column, put a pointer there, left click and drag. Here you get the series field. But now here, I can decide to fill without formatting. Just fill without the formatting. The formatting, I mean the background color and the borders. So if I come here, this time let me right click. Here from the options provided, you can either decide to fill formatting only or fill without formatting. So now here, let me fill without formatting. So you can see that I've filled the month, but there is no background color and no borders. Then here, let me fill with, let me fill formatting only. So if I choose formatting only, it will not fill the months, it will just fill the format. You can see now it has filled the format without the fill of months. Again here, I can copy. So to copy, again, I can right click. Now here, instead of filling series, I simply fill copy cells. If I choose copy cells, it fills only with the month of January. So that is it. I think here you can tell the difference between all those options provided. Now let's go and look at the number series. Number series here again, provide the number you want to start with. Left click, drag. Now here you can see that it has filled with only ones, but if I want a series, come here in the autofill options icon, click the arrow, then choose fill series. So you can see that here it has filled copy cells, but I want fill series. You get the series filled. But if you don't want to begin with 1, you can begin with any number, either 5 or 2. Then you can even specify the pattern you want. For instance, here I can begin with 5 and drag. When you reach down, come in the options here, then choose fill series. But if I want to put a different interval, for instance, if I want an interval 5, I can give it second number with a difference of 5. Select the two numbers, then come to the fill handle, again drag down. If I want to fill with a difference of 15 and beginning with 15, type 15, then come and type 30 so that you get a difference of 15. Select the two numbers and right click or left click depending on what you want. Then come and choose fill series. Let's look at date series. At date series, we also have different ways of how we can fill. We can either fill days, or we fill months, or fill years, or we can even fill weekly. Let me first show you the filling of days. This is my first day. If I want again, I can either left click or right click, then drag up to where you want to stop. So you can see when you try to check here, we have increased by days. You can see in the middle here, there are days only that are getting incremented. When you come here in options, it gives you different options. You can either fill days, fill weekdays, fill months, can fill years. Here, flash fill doesn't apply. I'll show you how to use flash fill in another session. Now here, let me fill with the month. So I can right click, drag. This time I right click, come and choose fill months. Now check here. There are only months that are being incremented. Day and the year are static. Now for fill years, let's see filling years here. Right click, press the button, fill years. You can see that now this time there are only years that are being incremented. Now here, if you want to fill weekly, when you click and drag, when you come to options, you don't get the option of filling weekly. So what you do here, first give the start date, put the second date. So after a week, it means it will be March 8th, 2022. Here we have put a difference of 7 days, which means a weekly interval. Select the two dates, then drag down. So you can see that here you create a pattern with a difference of 7 days. Now let us go to mix series. In mix series, this is where we have text mixed with numbers. So you can have a pattern of year 1, year 2, up to where you want. Select the first cell, put a pointer here, drag. When you reach the end, release the button. Similarly here, you type what you want, the pattern you want, click and right click this time, release the button, then come and choose fill series. So you can see how the pattern comes out. The same case here, you type here, again drag, see the pattern. So all these simply drag and get mixed series where we have text and numbers mixed together. Now let us look at how to use the fill command, the fill option here in the editing. Type the number you want to begin with, select the section you want to fill, then come to fill option here in the editing group, come to series. From this series dialog box, you first choose whether you want to fill in the row format or column format. But now I want to fill in the column format. Then I want a linear type. Step value, you state the step value you want. If you want 1, then simply click OK. So I want to fill this selected part, click OK. You get the pattern filled. Similarly, if you want to fill with a different pattern, come back to series. Now choose a different step. Let's say the step value of 5. Then I click OK. So when you try to check, there is a difference of 5. Now here we can also specify for dates. Type the first date, select the part you want to fill. Again, come to series, fill, then series. From the series dialog box, you can see that it has already sensed that I want a column. Then the type I have is date. And here you can either choose to fill days, the weekdays, the month, or the year, like the options we had when we are using the fill handle. So for instance, I can choose months. So we shall be incrementing only the months. Click OK. And see. We can change, come back to fill series. Then again, choose whatever you want. For instance, you can choose weekday. Then click OK. You can see that now there are only weekdays that are being incremented. Similarly, here you can first type the number, the beginning number, fill the part you want to fill, come fill here, series, then from here, specify the step value. Let's say 10, type it there, and now it is the linear type, and you choose the column series here, then click OK. So you can see that all these options we are accessing in series are the same options which we are accessing using the fill handle. Now let me show you something on the growth. Just select the first number you want to begin with, come to fill, series, come and choose columns. Then here, the step value, I want to put like 3, because I want a geometric progression of 3. I specify the stop value, like 200,000. I want to make a geometric progression of 3 from 1 up to 200,000. Come and choose growth. Click OK. So you get a geometric progression of 3. Then We can also specify for the trend. If I put like 2, then 4, so there is a trend of 2. Select the part you want to fill. Come here in the fill to series. Now here under trend, choose trend here. Now we have specified the trend which has a difference of 2. So just simply choose 2, and it is linear, and I want to fill in a column. Click OK. You get the pattern filled. Now let me show you a trick of how to fill 100,000 rows in few clicks. For instance, here, if you are asked to fill a column with a certain word, let's say sales, so you are supposed to fill 100,000 rows with this word. You know, when you come and drag down, it will take a lot of time. So the best way to do that, come here in the first cell, type the first number. After that, come to fill, then series. Now here in this section, you want to put a trend which has got step value of 1, and the stop value is 100,000. But I want to fill it in a column, which is here, and I want a linear type. So from 1 up to 100,000. Click OK. So here in this column, you get 100,000 rows filled. So when you press Ctrl down arrow, you come to the end of 100,000 rows here. Go back, press Ctrl up arrow. So now that we have filled this column with the number of rows we want, come here to this pointer here, fill handle, then double click. You get all the word says filling 100,000. To check, again press Ctrl down arrow. You come to the bottom. To go back, press Ctrl then up arrow. So that is how you can fill 100,000 rows in a few clicks. Lastly, let me show you how we can enable and disable autofill feature in Excel. So to enable or disable the autofill feature in Excel, you come to File, choose Options, then here come to Advanced. Now under Advanced, you come to this section here, Editing Options, then you choose here, you come here, Enable Fill Handle, and check the box, then click OK. Now come back. When you try to put a pointer on the fill handle here, you can't see the black cross. So that means you can't drag and fill. Now to bring it back, come back to File, Options, Advanced, then come and check the box here. Click OK. When you come, you can see when you put a point again on the fill handle, you see that black cross. So that's how we can enable or disable autofill feature in Excel. Let us stop here for today. And if you have enjoyed the session, kindly share, like, and comment. And most importantly, subscribe not to miss subsequent sessions. Thank you very much. Let us meet in the next session.